WD sent over these rather awesome 8TB RAID drives. These are pretty insane, and we're going to be taking a look at the kind of new features and what's cool about them. Check out our website at TechteamGB.co.uk for more info on both this and many other products, and also up-to-date news on all things tech. Stick around for this awesome video. So as said, these are two of WD's RAID 8TB drives, and these are actually really cool. They're fairly new out, and if you want to see a full spec list, there's a link in the description down below. But basically, they have an upgraded 128MB of cache to deal with all of that storage space. They've also got a standard SATA 6GB per second interface, their standard 3.5-inch form factor, and they are a 5400 RPM drive, meaning that they're not as fast access times as the blacks, but obviously being in a NAS, that's not always the main priority. Also, they're the same, pretty much exact size as the 6TB drives, which is actually really cool. They're not any thicker. Now, I threw the drives in a PC to test the speeds, and we're looking at about 200MB per second on read and writes, which is really awesome and pretty fast for a hard drive. In the real world, you're looking at around about 160 to 180MB per second, but obviously these are designed to live in a NAS, whether that's a WD enclosure or any other brand, obviously designed to be in close proximity with multiple other drives, obviously longer mean time between failure, and a pretty nice 3-year warranty as well, so that's quite cool. So WD's been making RAID drives for a while now, and they're certainly awesome for NAS use. I've obviously checked out the 6TB drives before this, but these are just insanely awesome. Now, I can't say pricing because it varies on what country you're in when you watch the video and a whole host of other things, but know that these are actually pretty accessible. They're not, obviously ridiculously cheap, but they are pretty good value, so that's awesome. And obviously storage density is incredibly high on these. Now, obviously this is great for, multi-bay NASs, but if you have a 2-bay NAS, I think this is quite game-changing as well, because you're able to have 8TB of redundant storage in a 2-bay NAS, which is just incredible. Now, these come with premium 3-year warranties, and means that if they do break, you can send them back and get a new one, or get them fixed or whatever. And obviously, if you have redundancy in your NAS, which I should hope you do, it means that even if one dies within the 3 years, you can get it sent back, get a new one out, and then that will rebuild your array, which is all nice and good. And other than that, these are really good performers as well. Obviously, being in a NAS, generally speaking, gigabit Ethernet is going to be your main bottleneck, but if you're running a 10GB NAS or multi-gigabit NAS, then these run up about 180 to 200MB per second for real world kind of file transfer applications, which is really nice. It means that these are pretty good performers as well as obviously reliable and designed to be in NASs. Now, obviously WD has a range of both RAID and many other kind of drives, so if you're looking for desktop hard drives, check out the black or the blue ranges, and if you're checking out NASs, if you're a small business, they do have the pro versions and then the super pro versions for kind of server blade NASs, so if you're looking for that, check those out as well. But I guess that kind of wraps it up of how awesome these drives are and the fact that they exist, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to WD for sponsoring it. Feel free to check out some of our other videos as well, as we've got plenty on the channel, including more from WD and more from plenty of other people too. If you liked it, feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't, dislike, but let me know why in the comments down below, and I'll try and improve for next time. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video.